What's up, everyone? I want to welcome you out here to Tehachapi, California. We're currently soaring around in the ASG 29. It's a high-performance glider. And if you remember back in February, I actually went out here in real life and did some gliding. So I thought, why not start here and glide somewhere where I've actually been to see how real it looks. So we got the Oculus Rift on. We're currently looking around. I remember those down there. There's a wind farm down there, and you can see those in pretty good detail. But the detail out here looks great. It's all from, what you would see on Google Maps and stuff. That's all what's laid out here for the textures. And yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of soaring around. Over there to the left, you can see it real small. That is actually the Tehachapi Airport. But what we'll be going to is Mountain Valley Airport, which is actually right behind us. You can kind of see it, but you'll see it better later on. But we're going to be going and landing over there. Currently with Aerofly, you can't, to my knowledge, you cannot take off with the glider. So you kind of have to start in the air, which is what we're doing here now. But I'm sure that'll be added soon. But yeah, if I haven't mentioned yet, we're 5,000 feet above AGL. So we're currently at what would show as 9,000 feet, just a little under. And there's the airport over there. But yeah, we're gonna go up to the mountains here and just kind of fly around, see if we can pick up any thermals or just do a little bit of ridge soaring off the mountain ahead there. We're not gonna do too much. We only have just a little under 5,000 feet to play with here. But this is a really good glider, really good glide ratio, and like I said, it's a high-performance glider, and it's usually used for races. They'll do, when they have gliding races, they do one, there's a main one that's about 15 miles that they'll do, that this glider is usually used for. But yeah, gliding is just another thing that you can do with Aerofly, and it kind of makes you think with when Flight Sim World was out, how they kind of dropped the ball with things like this. You have very few planes to try out. No jets, no, I don't remember there being a glider. So you had, very few things you could actually try the sim out with, and this is where Aerofly really picked it up. But what I'm trying to do lately is just use more of these simulators, the different ones that are out there. You're definitely going to be seeing some more X-Plane 11 on the channel soon. I was able to, I installed a new hard drive. I moved all my Steam games over there, so I cleared up a lot of room on my main hard drive. So I have a lot more room to install some different flight simulators, and we're going to try a few out, because I'm kind of getting burned out a little bit on doing the point A to point B videos that I've done for so long. I'm still going to do those, but I just want a little change in pace here and check out some of these sims that I haven't been able to check out for a while. So this is one of them. I'm having a blast flying Aerofly. If you guys haven't tried it yet, definitely recommend picking it up. Pretty much only the half of the the west side, the west to mid U.S. is kind of complete. Some of it. So you don't have the full U.S. yet, or Europe, or I think the Netherlands pack just came out for Orbeck. So you're kind of limited with where you can fly, but you got all of California, Nevada, Colorado, maybe up to Oregon, and I think there's a Utah, which I haven't explored Utah yet. That looks really good. So we'll have to do that soon. But plenty, to have fun with for now and not get bored of it. Just like Tehachapi here, it's such a California is such a broad state. There's so much room, so much land, and this is just one small area of California that we're checking out. But yeah, I'm gonna link in the description where to the video where I went gliding here, so you can check it out if you don't remember that, or if you're a new subscriber since then and you didn't see that video, yeah, you might want to check it out. It'll kind of pair up nicely with this. We had fun that day. So yeah, we're approaching the mountain here. We might pick up something. I'm not sure how well thermals are actually modeled in this. It's kind of hard to say, but I guess Mountain Valley Airport's it's known, it claims to be known worldwide. They've shot movies around here. I'm not sure what movies or what they did, but you can also pick up a lot of glider training around here too. And there's some good folks over there that will get you all set up with that. That airport was nice, just a small field, and you can go over there and have a meal. There's plenty of food there. They're making sandwiches, all kinds of good stuff that you can get over there before you go out to fly, or you might be waiting all day depending on the winds. You know, it just depends. If it's too windy, you won't be able to glide at all. But yeah, we drove down there from Santa Monica early in the morning and got to partake in the gliding around this region. But the mountains look beautiful here, and like I said, the details are pretty good. So this might be an area you want to check out. Definitely, if you want to do some gliding, this is one of the regions where it happens. Clouds here. I might make a list. I think I want to make a list soon of my wish list for Aerofly FS2 of things I'd like to see in it. But it's still a developing simulator, and but I really love where it's going. I've said that in every video. Just looking at it, where it is now and where this could become, this is a simulator that I really want to get behind and just support. You know, Orbex is starting to back it, and we just need other. I think at this point it'd be nice to have different aircraft developers start getting on board with it, because the scenery, you're starting to see that, like I said, with Orbex, but just need some more aircraft. But the aircraft it comes with is it's a pretty good selection of what you get, and I believe it's just I think some of them are just made by the people developing Aerofly, so they're the ones updating them, and Aerofly is getting constant updates regularly, and that's always nice. But I think now we're just going to start to head back to the main valley here. We got 7,500 feet, which that puts us roughly about 3,200 feet AGL. We'll just kind of circle here. I think we're picking up a little bit of lift around here. Not much though. There's probably something I have to change in the weather to get some. Right here, we're getting a little bit. It's probably coming off the mountains here. I doubt it's a thermal. But it's really not much. And we'll just come around. And in a moment, I'll show you guys some stalls in this plane. And maybe we'll do a steep turn. This plane can do a lot. You can actually shorten the wingspan if you need to with this aircraft. Pretty nice looking down in those valleys. Last video we did, we flew around Eagle County. So if you guys know anywhere, if you want to see anywhere around the Midwest, I can check something out. Yeah, it's a pretty good day out here. I'd really like to see more done with the camera, so you can have more freedom with the camera and smoother panning. That's really what I'd like to see now, is see the panning get really smooth. So let's try out a stall here. And that is exactly what it should do. The nose would drop like that and then pop back up. But actually we're going to have to give it a little bit of rudder input to fix that. That was pretty good. I think we'll go ahead and do one more, just for fun. And up we go. And the plane drops back down. All on its own, and then it kind of pops back up. It really is like water. The air up here, it really does compare to water. If you were to drop something that will float in water, if you were to drop it in the water, it'll come down a little bit and then it'll pop back up. And that's kind of how you can compare things just a little bit. There's water with air. It's kind of similar. in some way. So we just dropped out of 3,000 feet AGL. So we're gonna start getting a little closer to the airport, and we're gonna land over there. We'll be landing on runway 9 left, which looks like a taxiway. You're gonna think it's a taxiway, and you'll see why. But it's not. It's probably the most narrow runway I've ever had to land at. Love how you get in here, you look right in here, and that looks so real. That little plate there. Put your head in here and look at everything so close. VR is so cool. If you guys are looking to take your flight sim experience to a new level, you gotta check out VR. Maybe for the holidays, you can grab one of the sales and get yourself some, because they'll be coming down in price soon. It's such a new thing that it's more pricey at the moment, but it won't be like that forever. Always things that are new tend to be like that. So about 2,500 feet above. And then pretty soon here we're going to enter the pattern. At the time when I was up here gliding, I didn't really know how close we were to the Tehachapi airport, but it's right there. And when you're flying around, you're kind of right in between the two airports. But every tree and road you can see down there. I mean, this is going to be really good for VR. I mean, not for VR, but for VFR flying, because of how much you can see. The landmarks, the roads are all there if you want to follow them, and that really helps out. Now they do a lot of space stuff out here. NASA. I believe they do things with the space shuttle out here, tests, and I think they landed out here. Not exactly in this area right here, but real close to it. They have a massive airplane graveyard out here, which is pretty cool to see. Looking down there, so much to see. I mean, with this, it really makes you want to look out the window. Alright, we're going to line up here at the airport just ahead there. We're going to enter the downwind. We're going to come in 45 degrees, which is that's what we're approaching right now. We'll fly downwind and then we'll come in and land. But I'm pretty excited for the future with this aircraft. Now I'm going to be out at Cosford if you're watching this. Depends what time of year you're watching this. If you're watching this in the current times, Cosford is this weekend. I will be there with the FSElite crew and be at the FSElite booth, and also be walking around, looking forward to meeting some of you. I know a lot of you said you're going to be there, so it'll be nice to see everybody. Yeah, just kind of looking forward to getting out to Cosford again. It's an event that keeps growing and growing, and it seems like every flight sim event right now is growing in popularity. More people showing up each year, breaking records. So it's nice to see it growing with the participation and then just the hobby in general. I think people are seeing how much fun it is to have all the developers out there and getting to meet these people and getting to meet the flight sim personalities as well is a pretty big deal. So right now we're on the downwind in between the Mountain Valley Airport, which is what we're looking at right here, and then off to our right is where the Tehachapi Airport is. So let's come out this way a little bit. Over the town, you got the Tehachapi School over there. That's actually what it's called. I think it's a high school. Tehachapi High School. Yeah, start our turn in just a moment now. With the VR, you can really keep track of the runway. It really helps with flying the pattern, I would say. It makes flying quite a bit easier. I was letting somebody know that on Instagram who was asking that question about how much different it is, and it's quite a bit different because your vision is instantly there. You do have the the vision with without it. If you pan over, you can see out the window, but this gives you an instant look, and it's right in your it's in your vision. I don't know how to really describe it other than kind of how you would actually look out the aircraft. That's pretty much how you see it with the goggles on. And then, of course, looking at the wings. Actually, when I went gliding in, I actually piloted the glider for several minutes. And one big thing to look at was your wings. And you can tell a lot about the aircraft, about if you're slowing down, if you're gaining speed by your wings. If they're pointed down, you're probably going faster. If they're up, you're losing speed, and if they're level, that's usually right around where you want to be. And that was one thing that the Rift prepared me for before doing that, was looking at the wings and knowing how that is. So right now we're on approach for runway 9 left, and this is not a taxiway. It looks like one, but it actually is the 9 left runway. And it is a super narrow runway, and actually you can't really land on it. I don't think Aerofly actually recognizes this as an airport. It's just kind of the texture from the satellite imagery. Tehachapi Airport to our left right now, you can land there because it recognizes that as a runway. So right as we land here, assuming we have a successful landing, it's probably going to sink us into the ground and then flip the plane over, because that's what keeps happening to me. It lands fine at Tehachapi, but over here it's going to sink us into the ground. I think that's because it's not actually recognized as an airport. So we're going to give it our best. This runway is very narrow, and let's see what we can do here. Pretty much nailed it. That's actually the best I've actually done at this airport before. But of course that happens, and it's a make. It was definitely a make. It's just we sink into the ground. But thank you guys for checking out another Aerofly video. We're gonna do a lot more of this, and stay tuned. So see you next time, guys. Take care.